So then, Clara, we're going to ask some people about Brexit.
We are. It's been in the news again today, as it always is.
Well, it's in the news every single day.
Are they making any progress? It doesn't seem like it.
It's difficult to tell.
It's difficult to tell, and at present we're not expounding on our views because we're wanting to find out what ordinary people in Thanet that really supported UKIP.
This is UKIP headquarters, Thanet is.
Well, it was. I think it's
not
diminishing,
anymore. Yes.
But this was the sort of kingpin of Brexit territory. Apparently, today we're looking to find out whether that's true.
Okay.
I just wish they'd be honest with us. I mean, they told us, if we leave, then basically leaves up the country screwed. Well, it's not. What's screwing us over is our own government bringing in things like universal credit, where it's designed to put you in debt before you get your first payment.
What, with the 6 week? 7 week?
Yeah, because it's a 4 week assessment period. The first week you're not entitled to anything, then takes a week and a half for your money to actually go through.
Ah, right.
So you end up having to get a loan off them in advance.
Yes.
At which point they then take £37 a month off the universal credit, so your money instantly drops to below £300 for the month. They took away your ability to earn £116 a month before it affected your credit, so they've now given no incentive for people to have part-time work.
Right, yeah.
So if you worked, say you did 4 hours a week at £7.50 an hour, you earn £30. Now at that £30, they're taking £20 off the universal credit.
Right.
Straight off the bat, before you've even earned anything. So then those people that were in part-time work for 0 hours, doing 4 hours a week, are now being told, well, you're actually working for £2 an hour.
Yeah.
So they've took away the incentive for people to do it, and they're using Brexit as an excuse.
I'm Madeline Wright, and this is AIR, which stands for Arts in Ramsgate.
Okay.
We're an arts and community centre with a difference because we use arts, we sell the art for the artists, we engage with artists, we help them set up in business. But then with that, I'm hoping to engage artists that want to work with the community or train artists who would like to work with the community. We do outreach, we work with Porchlight, we work with other organisations who work with disaffected youth, because our environment, if you like, enables people to work feeling less inhibited.
I'd imagine with your reliance on arts funding that Brexit has quite an impact on you.
Yes, I mean, I think it will impact on a lot of us in lots of different ways. One, because the arts organisations used to be able to apply for European funding to have larger buildings. Like me, I'm in a shop that I pay high rent for, and if I was able to apply for the European funding, I could have actually bought the shop, or I bought blocks of shops, and I could have turned those into a proper arts and community centre where we would have had the voluntary sector in, we could have had an educational sector in, we would have had an arts sector, we would have had a social. So it would have been holistic, and it would have aided the regeneration down here.
Where would that have been?
Here in Ramsgate, in Harbour Street.
I was stationed in Germany. I got out in 1984. And I decided to stay in Germany as a basis because it was more or less central in Europe.
Yeah.
And I'm very pro-European, put it that way. At the same time, I must say, I'm very pro-Brexit.
Yeah.
You know,
you're pro-Brexit?
Oh yeah, Europe isn't for everyone, I don't think. And Britain, our little island, has always been a bit different.
Have you seen any impact locally, though, from as a result of the Brexit vote?
Yep, I have seen there have been more people coming into sort of business on their own, so there have been more startups.
Oh, right, okay, yes.
Existing businesses that have previously kind of done well, particularly those that have sort of ancillary arms or sister businesses overseas. So I've seen one of those withdraw from the UK.
Right.
Based on its sort of exchange rate and sort of ability to sort of deal cross-border, they pulled back, which was a shame. It did result in job losses. However, for them, they saw it as an opportunity to go back to grassroots, and now they're flourishing. So it's a mixture of misery and joy.
They're using fear as well. When the whole Brexit thing had come up, if our government turned around and said, look, if we leave, we're a strong country, we've got great trade, we've got great infrastructure, Europe needs us, we would have been safe. But instead they took the coward's route. They said if we leave we're going to be in debt, our economy's going to fall, our money's going to be worthless. That shows the rest of the world that we're weak.
Right.
And George Osborne, or whoever it is that was in charge of the currency at the time, turned around saying that we needed Europe to have an economy, made us look weak, which we can drop out.
So you were saying that you thought Brexit was a good thing, but it's really impacted you.
Yes,
It has this year.
What's happened?
The sales have dropped quite a bit, actually.
Really?
We haven't had as many visitors as we normally do.
Right.
And even those that come down on purpose to come and see us in the shop, we haven't had as many as what we had previous years.
Would you say that, I mean, would you tie that up with the Brexit vote? Has it happened since the referendum?
It has happened since the referendum, yes.
Wow.
What do you put that actually down to?
I think people are actually hanging on to their money because they're not sure what's going to happen.
Right.
They're not sure how bad it's going to bite.
Yes.
You know, how prices are going to go up or
Yeah.
that. It's a scary thing at the moment. I think a lot of people are frightened and they're trying to hang on to what cash they have. I think this might be a poor Christmas for a lot of people.
I have a young nephew. He's got umpteen business degrees. He works in the city. He thought it was the end of the world if we voted against it. That sort of generation, that sort of attitude, will always vote to stay in Europe because it suits their business needs.
Yeah.
It doesn't suit the business, the day-to-day needs of ordinary people because there's no longer any jobs. There's no manufacturing jobs.
Is that because of Europe though, or is that because of our own government?
No, it's because of Europe because that's where they are.
Or is it globalisation?
Yeah, globalisation brought about by the St Margaret of Thatcher, who actually got rid of our import tariffs, which allowed business to go abroad.
Just coming here, we've helped with generation here because this area is badly hit. But Brexit just makes it even worse, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Because everything's getting cut. So I'm getting lots of people now coming in to me asking, can I provide services, which I can provide, but I haven't got the space to provide. So I need another building, I need another, right, but there's nowhere out there now that's limited where you can apply for funding. So even I think heritage, not the lotteries are even beginning to cut back on giving out money where I could have bought. So the way of developing, if you like, is affecting a lot of us that work in this way.
Yeah.
Brexit is, I think, very detrimental.
But it sounds from what you're saying that there's a great deal of regeneration funding and planning that being part of the EU would have supported,
Yes.
which is no longer going to happen in Thanet.
Yes. It's not just Thanet, it's UK.
Yes.
And unless the government buys back into that part of it, then we all lose that European pot.
Having lived 35 years in Germany, I really enjoyed the amenities, the organisation. It's very, very good.
Yes.
And then coming back about 2 years ago to Britain, which I'd left in 1980,
Yes.
it was a shock.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, and then as I landed, Brexit started. So I felt like, I might have Jonas or something, but it wasn't. They're looking around now after 2 years. I see people paying taxes, there are potholes, the NHS is suffering, inflation's going up, wages are not increasing. There's a lot to be done. Britain has a lot to do to catch up with Europe, put it that way.
And do you think we'll be better able to do that out of Europe then?
I think so. I think when we're out, we've got no choice. And we like that, the British, where we're cornered. So we just tighten our belt, put another like a notch in the buckle, and we get on with it because that's how we are. And we've got our Commonwealth, we've got Australia, we've got Canada.
They're a long way away though, aren't they?
Oh yeah, but I mean nowadays with all these technologies and whatever, it's no problem. I don't think so. We're still a financial power, although we're a little island. We earn a lot of money with tourism. So yeah, there's a lot of perspective. If the right people in the right places at the right time make the right decisions, that's the way I look at it. It can go wrong.
May I just ask, do you think that the right people are in
No.
the right place
No.
making the
No.
right...
When Theresa May offered the 20 billion for staying an extra 2 years.
Yeah.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, that was stabbing her voters in the back. The people, I mean, we are we're a nation of voters.
Yeah.
We voted for Brexit. Our government should have stood behind us on it.
Right. Okay.
By them asking for an extra 2 years, she's betraying our voters by saying that she doesn't want to leave yet, even though we were guaranteed a 2 year.
Although she might be saying that, okay, Brexit is still happening, but in order to secure our economic future, we need a transition.
Yeah, but again, that's
period.
showing weakness.
Yeah, or perhaps they're just being realistic.
Then they should have been realistic by not giving us the vote.
Do you think that the negotiations are going well? Do you feel that what is...
I don't know, to me they feel a bit stymied. Like they're in the slough of despond or something and not getting anywhere, because we never seem to hear any good news, do we?
Yeah.
What we've got to do is, go back to the 60s basically with our industries.
And these are local, are they?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They may just be sort of working from home, or they may have sort of rented a small office. But in the absence of sort of doing nothing, or the absence of kind of struggling, or arguing for tax credits office and all this kind of stuff, it's going, do you know what? We've got to do it. I need to get food in the fridge at the end of the week, so I will go out and paint houses or something. It's, especially in the construction industry, there's a lot of movement.
The cuts are having an impact.
Yeah.
In anything to do with arts, creativity, welfare of people, well-being.
Yes.
Because here we work with people who come in with issues because they feel safe in an art environment, because they are often creative.
Yes.
And therefore it's relaxing for them. So it's a very complex, and I don't think our government actually understands that.
There was a lot of nationalism whipped up during
Yes.
and it brought out the bad in it. A lot of people voted for racist reasons.
Yes,
They
this is
didn't
true.
want the immigrants. It was being whipped up by the likes of Farage.
I'm very uncertain about it, but I try not to think about it and remain positive and try and pass on my positivity to other people. What will be, will be.
There's a need for training down here, and it's the hard to reach. I've done a lot of this work, and I've worked with people who've been out to work for 6 months to years, and it takes a year to get anybody back to just that first stage of actually having work experience and the confidence to actually go and try for a job. You have to put them through the interviews, you have to build their confidence up, you have to show them how to write CVs, actually just how to behave, to even how to dress.
Yeah.
There's so much what they get out of it, and they forget things.
Yes.
And that's not unemployed. That could be somebody that's been in a family, been a carer or something, and has had that freedom, but they've never been outside the home being a carer.
Yes.
And the world has changed out there.
Yes.
Since that. So, the implications of Brexit is shutting us down, I think, horrendously. It's quite frightening.
Would you vote the same way in a referendum today as you did originally last year?
I would vote stay, but
Okay.
I believe that everyone deserves a vote, and
Yes.
the public vote should be listened to.
Did you vote to stay in the original election?
No, I voted leave initially.
I think those interviews were very interesting.
Oh yes, indeed. That's true. And even those who weren't happy to be recorded.
Yes, we spoke to a few people, didn't we, who didn't want to speak on camera or actually be recorded in any way at all.
Quite a lot of those, actually.
Yeah, and we encountered a sort of combination of people who didn't care less about Brexit, didn't really understand
Didn't
what
know
it
much
was,
about
didn't
it.
know much about it, didn't think they could
those that were
influence it,
terrified.
and those who were terrified, mainly business people.
Yes, terrified on a variety of accounts, really. So Some was because they imported their goods from Europe, and then there were those who were just terrified of the isolationism of it.
Actually, in the interest of balance, I also should say that a couple of people thought that Brexit was a good thing.
Yes.
Although there was still a lot of uncertainty about what it actually meant.
Though,
but we'll be showing that, yes.
Indeed. And so watch this space.
Watch this space, and also we're going to continue interviewing people on a whole range of issues. So Brexit is just the first of a number of features, some of which will be local, and some of which will be much more national in nature.
Yes.
So anyway, here from sunny Ramsgate, look at the sea.
It's so beautiful. Look at those beautiful clouds. Lovely. Beautiful.
Until next time.
Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Do you do predictions yourself?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
But about your own energy and how much through your own energy you can influence your own sort of daily life. Do you feel
By
that you can do
staying positive.
that? By staying positive. Brilliant.
You
Okay.
have to stay positive in this life.
Yes, well, this is true. It's good for your
Yeah.
biochemistry.
Yeah, and not only that, when you pass it on to someone else, your positivity passes on to someone else.
Indeed.
Then
Gives them a
it makes them
boost.
happier, gives them a boost. They go on to someone else and do the same thing. It's spreading joy.
Yes.
Exactly.
Lovely.
Are you happy with us using that?
Yes, I think so.
Many thanks for your
You're
time.
welcome.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Serena. Now I'm going to turn